Namaste, my beautiful queens, my beautiful high priestesses. Before I do this spread, because the subject of this spread I want to do is here to stay with me in joy and happiness. We're gonna share love, we're gonna share the soul connection, heart to heart connection, and have this happily ever after. I mean, it doesn't exist in reality, but two people who love each other, cherish each other, respect each other, they live many years through ups and downs, having and keeping this love and respect to each other. So this man you are thinking about, we're gonna do 5 cards. Is this the one to stay with me, or is this a karmic lesson? And girls, for those of you who know me, you have to not you have to, you already understand that I am not just doing the cards. I am trying to give you the information, which if not gonna change completely your life, but lead you where you understand what is life, what is destiny, what is love, what is relationship, and what is karma. The thing is, you asked me in your emails, my beautiful queen. So I'm asking you, please listen to me. Like I always say, I tell to my mom, it's the last time I am living in physical body on this planet. It's my last. You're not going to be able to hear me saying nothing anymore. Probably not here, but here no. So please listen to me. Please hear me. So my beautiful queens, I'm sorry for the light. It's early morning and light is like horrific. You ask me in your emails this same question, and I have also asked myself the same question. I don't believe there is anybody who never asked this question, why this happened to me. I've received a letter yesterday. I only wanted to find love. I've never done nothing bad to nobody. I was helping animals, I was helping kids, but only bad things happened to me. Why? Why God wants to punish me? There is several mistakes here, right here. First of all, please listen to me, my beautiful queens. First of all, because the things I'm telling you, this is true. I'm not gonna try to prove you. If you don't believe in past lives and you don't believe in reincarnation, you grew up in one of the so-called dark religions. Why dark? Because they don't have the knowledge, neither of the other bodies than physical, neither of the chakras, neither of the karma, neither of the destiny, neither of the incarnation, reincarnation, all this information which is fundamental for us to live our best life and to achieve our maximum potential. That's why we call them dark, because they don't have the true knowledge. They have dogmas but no true knowledge. So first of all, God is not a guy who sits in the sky in stratosphere somewhere, and you're gonna ask him something. Can you please give me this? And you're gonna be given this. Can you please? Or he's punishing you because you're evil and bad. That's not the case. I have already explained God, the ocean, the metaphor. The ocean, you are the drop of the ocean. If you take the drop of the ocean and you take it to laboratory, and in laboratory the drop of the ocean will show exactly all the chemicals which are in the ocean. So the energy, everything is energy, everything is vibration, everything is energy, everything is vibration. The animals, the trees, the rocks, nothing is dead, everything is energy, everything is vibration. So everything has the root. You have to understand it and remember this. Everything has the root. No events just happen. No events just happen. No events just happen. You meet somebody, you are in a certain situation, so on and so on. This has always the roots in the past. Nothing just happened. And you have to remember the word coincidence does not exist. So, your life, your entire life, this planet is one of the billions with much more developed galactic systems and so on. We are considered having a potential to wake up. We are not considered awakened. Only some of us are awakened. But what is this planet is called in many other places the valley of the tears. This is the toughest school. This is the school. And no, God sends you here to suffer. You are not your body. I already explained. You are not your body. You are essence. You are eternal and immortal essence, which have been before, which is now, and which will be in the future forever. You are eternal. You have to understand it. Unless your purity of the soul comes to 33%. After 33%, the soul falls apart to certain pieces, but it rarely happen. It's rarely happen. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to confuse you. So first you have to understand that why you choose to come here, because this is why you choose to go and study for 5 years to become a doctor. Is it easy to study for 5, 6, 7 years to become a surgeon? No, it's not. It requires effort, it requires time, it requires so many things, determination. So the soul, the essence, well, while away in the levels, because this planet has 7 levels, so you choose to come to this particular planet in because of many things. Either you have karmic lessons or lessons to learn, or debts, karmic debts to pay. You did something wrong to someone, you come back to pay it, or he did something wrong to you and you need to give him or her a chance to make things right. The karma. You don't just meet somebody, you don't just leave, you choose the place you are born, the parents. And if you have chosen a tough life, a tough childhood, a tough place to be born as a woman, especially we're talking about, Saudi Arabia, India, those places where you have to be a hero if you are a woman. If you are born in India, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia as a girl, you're already a tremendously powerful soul, because it's already tough. It's already hard. It's not you are born a girl, the only daughter of some millionaire in Switzerland. So only very powerful essences and souls choose the tough circumstances. Why? Because this is the same if you graduate 7 years university in 2, because you come you choose the toughest your life is, the more powerful and more developed you are. The tougher your life is, the more powerful, the more developed you are, because you choose. It's not some God who said, ooh, you're bad, I'm gonna punish you, I'm gonna send you right here and see you suffering. Girls, please forget about it. That's not the case. It's not God punishes you, or it's somebody's punishing you, or I like it, I like it, I'm being sarcastic. A woman living with an alcoholic narcissist, and when I tell her what she needs to do, you know what she tells me? I'm going to pray. I say, yes, absolutely. If I'm gonna pray enough, this elephant's gonna become a real little elephant. It's gonna run around. A non amount of prayer is going to change a rat and make him a swan, or change a tiger into a dolphin. So it's it's already you. You are it, you are the source. So the creative source which creates everything, you are one with it. So you can be Shiva creator, Shiva destroyer. You can choose to be creator, so you can go and build a school, you can go and help your neighbor, you can go and volunteer in some hospice or something, children hospital, or you can choose to go to the bar to get some drugs, to drink some alcohol, or what most of men choose to do, just fall into ego, and just go and I'm sorry my language, fuck around and have fun. It's a choice of yours. You choose to be kind, or you choose to be evil. You choose to give this money to the beggar or pass by, pretend he's not there. It is all there in you. God doesn't have to watch your every step, because he or she, because it's he and she, it's a female and male energy, because everything creates from female and male energy. Male by himself cannot create life, male energy. Female energy cannot create life. So it's a male and female energy which create life. So you are it. So God shows itself in each one of us. And it depends only on us. We choose to create or we choose to destroy. We choose to rise or we choose to fall. It's in us. Tell me something. Do you have something in you which you can hide from yourself? You know everything you have done. Everything. Even if nobody knows it, you know it. You punish yourself. You punish yourself. You or praise yourself, or you punish yourself. So you choose the life, the circumstances, the people you meet. It's not somebody who chooses for you to praise you or to punish you. You choose it. So if you're asking this question, my dear beautiful queens, why did it happen to me? Why is this happening to me? I'm a good girl. My queens, you've lived dozens, hundreds, thousands of lives. My beautiful queens, do you think you have been this good girl in every life? Let me tell you something. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I had about 100 regressions, because each life I was surprised that some people told me what is a regression. I was shocked that you don't know. Regression, past life regression therapy. It's a type of hypnotic stage in which you are submerged into the past life and you see who you were, what area you lived, what you did, what was happening. If you are in relationship, in complicated relationship with a man, you don't understand why this is all happening. The best thing to figure it out is to do past life regression, because in past life you will see exactly who you were, who he was, and what was wrong. Then you know why in this life such things happen. The best books, I'm gonna erase it a little bit, the light is horrible. The best books you can read, and I tell you, and I already showed these books to you many times, which can change your lives. The man spent 40 years. The man is absolutely biggest professional in this area. Michael Newton, PhD, Journey of Souls, Case Studies of Life Between Lives. This book will change your life. You will understand who you are, why you do this, why all these people in your life right now you met. The second one of his as well, The Destiny of the Souls. Why this book is unique, my beautiful queens, is because this book is the study of already people with let's say, more advanced souls, more spiritual people who know a lot, who already like ancient old souls who choose to come with a certain goal to live in physical. Again, Michael Newton, Destiny of the Souls, and his third book is Memories of the Afterlife, Life Between Lives, Stories of Personal Transformation. This is edited also by Michael Newton, PhD, with studies by members of the Newton Institute. This man had been, of course, it's just one of the men who do this, but the longer you stay, my beautiful queens, this is something you must understand. The longer you are afraid to face the truth, and I understand some of you were brought up in the Abrahamic religions, which denies, unfortunately denies the truth. But you have to understand that if we're talking about Christianity, that in Christianity there are 55 gospels, 55 gospels. Only 4 of the gospels are included in Bible. Only those which you are allowed to read. The other ones, 51, are called Gnostic, Apocryph. So Apocryph are forbidden, and they are hidden in the library in Vatican, and no one can get any access to them. Even the scientists and historians with 20-30 years of some are waiting for 20-30 years to get access to apocryphs, because what is written there is going to collapse Abrahamic religions, because in those apocryphs you will find the knowledge of their past lives, the knowledge of incarnation, reincarnation, and karma. What they gave you is little teeny mini piece. They gave you enough information to rule you and to control you. And this knowledge, because we are living in quantum transition, which we are waking up, whether we want it or not. And my beautiful queens, if you are afraid, you think if you read this book, you are going to, you're going to be lost because you were brought up in this religion, or this religion, or this religion. You were brought up in it, and you think if you read it, you're going to be lost. You're not going to know at all what else to believe. This is absolutely not true. You are going to be overwhelmed with relief, because when you read something like this, everything becomes clear. All the questions, almost all the questions, you link all the things together. This is why I keep on telling you, many of you, most of you just want me to, he's going to call you, he's going to come to you. Most of you are on my channel for this. But there's some of you, approximately several thousands of you, who do listen, who do get this, who do read it. And I'm so proud that several of you did change dramatically your life. Then you started to read this, and you completely changed your life. Girls went to study healing. One of my favorite clients, she went to study regression in Delhi Institute, and she's becoming one of the strongest regression specialists. Lots of you, because these are the answers, my beautiful queens. These are the answers, not just these books, but these are the answers. You will know there is no death. There is no end. Nothing never ends. So, of course, you are asking questions, my beautiful queens. Why so many bad things happening to me? I am a good girl. And I'm telling you that in regressions I had myself, I was shocked of some of my lives. Because not in every life you are this beautiful being which only does great things. I had seen myself doing terrible things. I had seen myself, that was a huge shock. And it was about 5-6 lives ago. A man who is my twin, I had seen myself literally. When I woke up, I was in shock for 2 months, because what happened, I was a very powerful person, very powerful, and above all I praised power and wealth and power and more power. And what happened is he was a little nobody, my slave. Like one of the life, usually I'm his slave all the time, but in this life I had power, I had money, but I also was like a sorcerer, and everybody was afraid of me. And and what happened is that the man who is my twin, in that life, then he did something, because the more I was getting into more power, the more I was losing my essence, my soul. I was acting only in order to get more power and more influence. So I'm not going to get into details, but he did something because he wanted to save my soul. And he did something what I absolutely didn't accept, because that would risk my power. And what I've done, I throw him out of my, like it was more like a castle than a house. I threw him out with no money, with no food, with nothing, and I would know for sure that he will die. I knew it, because everybody was afraid of me. Nobody would give him food. No one would give him shelter. No one would give him nothing. And he died of exhaustion and hunger and heat. And it's horrible. And he died. And I knew it. I knew it. And I did nothing. I was in such shock that I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I could have done it. But again, this was one of the lessons I had to learn. In that particular life, in that particular body, I had to choose. I had to choose not power and influence, but I had to choose his sincere wish to save my soul from complete going into dark. It was my choice, but I chose power. Of course, I was paying severely in that life, and I was paying a life coming after that one. So if you, my beautiful girls, think that in every single life you were this beautiful angel, you never done nothing wrong, you would be surprised. In every life is a school. Every life you get this body like the clothes. You are born in different places, in different circumstances. In many circumstances you had to survive. Maybe you were in Inquisition. Maybe you were, Inquisition lasted 600 years. For 600 years, Catholic Church was torturing and burning people at a stake. 600 years. The torturing devices, you can look up on YouTube and be shocked, because they still have museums of torturing devices they used in Catholic Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition. And if you're not dead by the time you need to be burned at a stake, then you will be burned alive. 600 years, not 20 years, not 600 years of Inquisition, of people being tortured, submerged into boiled oil, or pierced with metal things, and it's not even possible for us to imagine now what they were doing in the name of religion. And they were doing it for 600 years, and burning. If you are a beautiful woman, they would burn you. If you are anything, if you open your mouth, or somebody hates you, or they can report you, you're going to be burned at a stake, tortured, and everything you have will belong to church. Look it up. I was shocked finding out that many people don't know what Inquisition is. So maybe you were among inquisitors. Maybe you were among those who needed to survive through Inquisition. Maybe you were those who had to survive in all kinds of wars and all kinds of difficult situations. And when fear and fear for your own life, fear for life of your kids would make you do terrible things. It can be, my beautiful queens, if something you're experiencing in this life, you don't understand why you're experiencing. This is the roots of this all in the past. And if you want to really understand why, then you'd have to do past life regression. Because in past life regression, what happens is if you are like watching TV or you're watching a movie, just you see yourself in there, and sometimes you give shocking details. You know the year, your name, the circumstances. Then you can. People like him, the studies, those who studied it, they would go into the libraries and archives and found out all the information and put it all together. So everything, the roots of all the events of your life now are in the past. Nothing just happens. But the good thing is, starting 2012, when the quantum transition happened, lots of things can be so-called replayed. When you are in the past life regression, you so-called can replay it. Instead of, for example, you betraying somebody, you save that person while you are in past life regression session. This only became possible only 2012 and 2014 more, and now it is possible. Not everything is allowed to be replayed, but lots of things are allowed to be replayed. So this is very effective method. I'm sorry, you see, I've been talking and talking, didn't do any cards, so I will do cards in the second part. So you have chosen people you met, you love, you work, your parents. You have chosen everything for you. Sometimes it's only you, sometimes it's you and so-called keepers of karma or guides. You are never alone. You are having not one guardian angel, it's a keepers of karma or keepers of yours, which are thousands of them. They don't interfere. They give you signs. The signs can come from the radio song, from the numbers, from this and this and this, but we are all connected with each other. And all the reasons are in the past. So don't feel bad that something what you don't like is happening to you. You have to understand you have chosen it and you have agreed to this. Believe it or not, it's hard to comprehend, but you have agreed. I'm going to go through this. I know it sounds crazy, especially twin flames. It's like, what? I've agreed to this. I'm gonna do a video about twin flames, even though it's not something you're gonna like, but I rather tell you the truth than I am going to play along with those who give you the not the right information, but it's gonna give me lots of subscribers and lots of clients. It's a pact with the soul. There are two things I can choose. So I give you all these readings. He's waking up. He's coming next week. He is realizing that he hurt you. He's going to ask you for forgiveness. Keep on sitting there and waiting. This is going to give me lots of clients and lots of subscribers. But I can tell you the truth, which I already did in my video. It was always about you, never about him, but about you rising to your maximum power. This is always about that. I'd rather tell you the truth, and I'm gonna make a video for dark entities, how they work, and why you have to be careful with certain type of men and certain type of people. I'm gonna do it probably today. Again, my beautiful queens, the second part of this video, sorry, I had to explain it. I have to explain, you girls. Some of you not gonna do nothing, but some of you will start thinking and digging and change your life. I am speaking for those of you who don't want to dwell where you are now, but for those of you who want to find answers and want to act on this knowledge and don't want to be a slave of circumstances, of what society tells you or religion tells you or whatever tells you, but so you come to realization of your own power. I am talking for that, for those of you. So in second part, we are going to look at the cards and see in the cards, is this man to stay with you, to be happy with you, and to share love and life with you? Or is this a karmic lesson, the debt from past lives? Namaste, girls. Second part will be coming.